Hi everyone. So today from Perspective in Education, we are going to discuss a few questions from the committees which were appointed after the independence. So let us go to the first question. How many members were appointed in University Commission of 1948? So we knew that the University Commission of 1948 was appointed under the chairmanship of Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan. So from that committee, so that committee, in that committee, how many members were appointed? He's asking. So the answer is 10 members. Apart from Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, 10 members were appointed in this committee. Next question. Which of the following is a responsibility of the University Grant Commission? So UGC, University Grants Commission's responsibility here he's asking. So the answer is B, setting up salary scales for university teachers, university lecturers actually. Right, setting up salary scales for university lecturers, and not only that, and even it decides working hours also, working hours as well as working days of universities. So these all working hours, working days and salaries. These three things will be decided by University Grants Commission. Next question. What is the suggested teacher to student ratio according to the 1948 University Commission recommendation? So Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan Commission. So they have suggested what is that teacher student ratio they have suggested. So each class, so how many students should be there, and for them how many teachers should be allotted. So that they suggested D, 1 is to 40. So one teacher to 40 students. So D is the correct answer. Next question. What did the BG Care Committee release its recommendations on the management of primary education? So BG Care Committee, so they have released some recommendations that is also related to the primary education. So when did it was released? He's asking here. So they released on 23rd October 1951. The release on 23rd October 1951. Who released here? BG Care Committee. And regarding what about the primary education's recommendations? Next question. Who said secondary education is a bridge between primary education and university education? So it's very, very important. Who said the secondary education is a bridge or a link between the primary education and university education? Who said means a secondary education commission only, because secondary education is the bridge between two things, primary to university education. C is the correct answer. Next question. Who chaired the evaluation committee on education in 1955 and 56? So who chaired means who was presided, right? This evaluation committee in 1955, 56 is asking. The answer is Sri G. Ramachandran. Sri G. Ramachandran was appointed as the chairman of this, president of this evaluation committee in 1955, 56. This is regarding teachers. Regarding teachers. So teachers should get awareness. Teachers should get awareness as well as the teachers' skills should be developed. So to that reason, this Sri G. Ramachandran and this committee was traveled around the India, and they prepared, they have referred some recommendations. Next question. What was the primary focus of the resolution passed by the Education Ministers Conference in September 1957? What was the primary focus of the resolution? So passed in which year? 1957. Who passed here? Education Ministers passed. So regarding what? Regarding promoting education for women. So regarding promoting education for women, so they passed some resolution about who passed here. Education Ministers were passed. Next question. Who chaired the National Committee on Women's Education in 1957? Yes, in the previous question, you see here, Education Ministers passed one resolution regarding what? Regarding National Committee on Women's Education. In which year here? In 1957. But in this question, what he is asking, who chaired? Means who was the president of this committee? Means Durgabai Deshmukh was appointed. Durgabai Deshmukh was appointed as the president of this committee in 1957. Next question. How many recommendations made for the development of education by the Evaluation Committee of 1955, 56? Just now we discussed. What is that Evaluation Committee? Evaluation Committee, who was chaired this? Means G. Ramachandran was chaired. G. Ramachandran. As I told you that, what is that? This committee is regarding teachers, and the teachers, what is that? To develop the awareness to the teachers as well as to develop the skills of the teachers. So this committee was appointed. So how many recommendations they made? This G. Ramachandran, as I told you, he traveled around the India to find the reasons, to know the situation of India, and after that he passed. Means he prepared 7 recommendations. How many? 7 recommendations he made regarding development of the teachers, right? Means evaluation committee, regarding evaluation committee. So now next question, what is the time frame? What is the time frame specified for completing new admissions according to the steps? So just now we discussed what is that. In the 1957, one committee, National Committee on Women's, National Committee on Women was appointed. It was chaired by Durgabai Deshmukh. So they made some recommendations. Among that, what was the here in this? What is the recommendation they mentioned means regarding admissions, regarding admissions of the first class students, regarding admission of the first class students, because so there was a stagnation of the children. Means there was a stagnation in the education. The children was not continuing up to 10th class SSC or higher education. So to stop this, to continue from the child who entered in the first class, he must complete up to 10th class. So once they made admission, so that admission should be closed. The process should be closed within 60 days of the commencement of the first session. Means the first session, whatever the admissions were done, so that must be completed within 60 days. Thank you all.